Good evening. New tonight, University of Florida police have arrested the man they believe sexually assaulted a UF student last month. 25-year-old Tommy Howard of Hawthorne turned himself into UPD officers earlier today. Police believe he attacked the University of Florida student last month. Authorities released DNA evidence identifying him as a suspect in the case on Friday. Howard's bond is set at $150,000. Time now to take a first look at our weather, and it was really cloudy outside today, Mike.
Yeah, believe it or not, a couple spots actually saw a little bit of rain this afternoon, but neither of those really hurt our temperatures. Another warm day here in north central Florida. I sound like a broken record, but again today, temperatures well above average, 13 degrees above average, in fact, 79 degrees for a high, just a few degrees off the record high set in 1981. Temperatures right now still mild and still very nice outside. Still 68 degrees in Gainesville, still in the mid-60s for Ocala, and 61 right now up through Lake City. And we are dry. Once again, a few spots saw some light rain today, but really was just, you're right, Duke, mostly cloudy skies through the afternoon. I think that's going to be pretty much the same forecast for tomorrow morning. Still going to be seeing some clouds in a few spots, may see some spotty showers. I think we're going to be staying primarily dry, though, into the afternoon, but then our weather pattern really changes by Tuesday, bringing a chance of rain and also a drop in temperatures. So when's the rain going to get here, and how cool are we going to get by midweek? I'll let you know coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks to a local shelter, Christmas Day was a little warmer and brighter for some on the streets of Gainesville. TV 20's Jessica Gable shows us it was a special day for one group of the city's growing population, children.
St. Francis Shelter in Gainesville serves hundreds of homeless or needy people a day, and that number is expected to climb to 300.
They actually look forward to this every year. You know, they come in and they have a seat, and it's our day to serve them, so they just come in and sit down. We kind of do a restaurant style. Kent
Van serves this meal every year, and he says the shelter is seeing more and more kids. That's the reason he gives up his Christmas Sunday.
Bring them into a safe environment. When I see a little kid with smiles on their face in the morning, we're doing the right thing.
And while the adults are finishing their turkey and gravy, there's something extra for the little ones. At the end of the Christmas dinner, the kids get to come into this room and choose 3 toys, 2 small and 1 big, to fill their stocking. Tamika Reeves has never had to go to the shelter for Christmas before, but she says this holiday, it's the only way she can give gifts to her children.
Not many people are fortunate, every year to afford the things, that the parents can't buy the children. So I'm very, very fortunate to have St. Francis here.
When I asked Tamika to describe this Christmas, she said simply,
blessed. I'm blessed now that because St. Francis is here, kids get to pick out some toys and stuff and just sit here and eat with everybody else.
Eating, laughing, and enjoying being served on a day when the message is one of self-sacrifice and giving. Jessica Gable, TV 20 News.
It was a day of firsts for one lucky couple in Gainesville today. Ashley Ambrose gave birth to her daughter Bailey at North Florida Regional Hospital this morning. But that isn't Bailey's only title. She's the first child born on Christmas this year. There were 3 others, but she came in at the earliest at 1:11 to 2 very happy parents. And military families are getting their Christmas wish tonight. They were finally able to spend their holiday with their loved ones. Naval Electricians technician Alex Alkema and his girlfriend Ashley reunited today in Michigan. Alex has been serving in Hawaii for the past year. The couple was finally able to hold each other in their arms as locals filled the airport and cheered to welcome Alex and his fellow soldiers back home. How long would you wait in line to see an elaborate neighborhood holiday display? Well, some cars lined up for more than a mile to see the decorated homes, yards, and trees on this road in Palm Beach Gardens. Many flocked to Snug Harbor Drive just after dinner time to see the display. It took them more than an hour for drivers to get there because of all the traffic. Just one person who owns most of the properties does nearly all the decorating. He's been doing this for about 5 years now. Crowds are expected to return once the sun goes down today. And now that Santa is done delivering his presents, we here at TV 20 have been wondering, just how does the big man actually manage to circle the globe in the blink of an eye? Columbia University physics professor Bob Mahoney has put a lot of thought into the topic, and after crunching a few numbers, he's come up with this. There are roughly 700 million Christian children in the world. Now, assuming that there are 3 kids per household, that means Santa makes more than 200 million stops. Then there's the whole speed issue. If Santa travels from east to west with the sun maximizing available nighttime, he needs to travel a little under 1,800 miles per second to make it around the world in time. Well, millions of children and adults already unwrapped their Christmas presents by now, but some Florida children received a special delivery this morning. ABC's Richard Cantu has that and a wrap of all the Christmas going-ons here in the U.S. and around the world.
Kids in one West Palm Beach neighborhood had a Christmas morning to remember.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Santa and Mrs. Claus made a surprise visit. A sea of kids lined up. And everybody got something special, thanks to an elementary school teacher who has been collecting toys for several months.
I thought it would be a great idea to get my family together and give back to the community. And here we are today, and it's really wonderful. Great turnout.
Santa was busy all over. His annual trackers at the North American Aerospace Defense Command broke records this Christmas. Volunteers fielded over 100,000 calls from people anxious to find out when Santa would drop by their house.
I was not expecting nearly that many calls. I probably answered, I would say, like 200 phone calls nonstop for the last 2 hours.
It's just a lot of fun to be able to talk to kids all over the world.
Elsewhere, soldiers serving in America's longest war ate a special Christmas lunch at a base outside Kabul in Afghanistan.
I want to say a greeting to my mom and my children, who I miss very, very much.
More news is on your special Christmas edition on the Weekend Report straight ahead. But first, be sure to follow us on Twitter at WCJB20 and at WCJB Weather. And like us on Facebook, search WCJB TV20 News exactly as it looks on the screen and find our official page on Facebook. We'll be right back.
The Alachua County Sheriff's Office needs your help in apprehending Alachua County's most wanted. Call the Alachua County Sheriff's Office crime line at 352-372-7867 if you have information on these wanted subjects.
Matthew Prose, white male, 23 years old, 5'9", 215 pounds, blonde hair and blue eyes. Prose is currently wanted for burglary, criminal mischief, theft, robbery, and resisting an officer without violence. Marcus Wayne Green, white male, 37 years old, 5'11", 180 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. Green is currently wanted for lewd and lascivious molestation committed on a person under 12 years of age. Laritus Holmes, black male, 30 years old, 5'6", 140 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. Holmes is currently wanted for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
If you recognize any of these subjects or have information on an outstanding warrant, call the Alachua County Sheriff's Crime Line at 372-7867. Tips can be filed online at www.alachuasheriff.org, and anonymous tips are welcome. We want the information, not your name. Help us fight crime in Alachua County.
Welcome back. Pope Benedict XVI prayed for peace in his annual Christmas Day message. The 84-year-old Pope delivered the message to a packed St. Peter's Square at the Vatican. He also prayed for the reconciliation in Myanmar and comfort for flood victims in Thailand and the Philippines. The message comes a day after the Pope delivered a Christmas Eve message urging Catholics to focus on the essence of Christmas, not its commercialism. It's an especially significant holiday for Christians in Iraq tonight. Christians there are praying for a safe year ahead now that the U.S. troops have officially left the country. Police and church security were on high alert as many feared an attack by Muslim extremists on this Christian holy day. During the course of the war, dozens of churches were bombed, but today the faithful came regardless, defiantly celebrating their religion while acknowledging it could come with a heavy price. Well, Santa's job is done, Mike, but it looked as if he had to fight some weather to deliver Christmas gifts.
Yeah, certainly a little bit of fog, and there were a few showers this morning. Hopefully Santa stayed dry. Other than that, we were primarily dry today, but when's that going to change? I'll let you know coming up just after the break.
Crime Stoppers of Marion County needs your help in solving crimes and locating the following criminals.
If you have any information regarding crime or the following wanted subjects, please call 368-STOP.
Elaine Lee, black female, 26 years old, 5 foot 4 inches, 230 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Lee is wanted for order to take into custody for issuing a worthless check. Andrew Archibald, white male, 27 years old, 6 foot 3 inches, 200 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Archibald is wanted for felony violation, probation, and possession of alprazolam. Adrian Anderson, black male, 20 years old, 6 foot, 160 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Anderson is wanted for grand theft.
If the information you provide leads to an arrest, you may be eligible for a reward of up to $1,000.
Anonymous tips are accepted. All we want is the information, not your name.
Please call Crime Stoppers at 352-368-STOP or visit the website ocalacrimestoppers.com.
Together, we can ensure our quality of life in Marion County.
And late last night, Larry Fedora did get his win against the Wolfpack of Nevada. Southern Miss ends up winning 24-17, and that's great for them because he's on his way to North Carolina, and obviously he was Gators offensive coordinator, so we like to kind of see what other Gator coaches are doing.
Sure, that's good too, with the NBA being back as well.
Oh, love the fact the NBA is back. I know that you and I were watching, and our teams both won, so congrats.
There we go. We're in good shape for today.
So far, so good.
That's good.
We'll see.
And let's check with the weather.
Still a nice day today. Going to be pretty similar tomorrow, just a little bit cooler, 72 degrees, and that all changes by Tuesday. A big drop in temperature coming. Also, rain for Tuesday, 70% chance.
Alrighty. Well, that's all the time we have on this Christmas night. We hope you join us tomorrow starting at 6. Take care. Happy holidays.